Hey everybody, it's Christine up today for the Scrap Room using the Flavors of the Month kit, and I am working with the Pebbles page kit. This is a fun, playful, childish kind of kit. Not overly childish though, but definitely works for kids themes, outdoorsy themes, and you can see it's got those muted primary colors going on. So I am following the Jumpstart sketch today, and you're going to see originally I work with it vertically, and then I end up flipping the sketch over. So I am currently cutting for my base. So for my base, I am going to build it out using this yellow circle. And then I'm going to use those red strips. I'm also going to use some white strips, and I'm going to use some polka dot strips, all to pull together the really fun, playful patterns that are in this collection. And I am going to build it out. You'll see right now, I'm going to build it out on some cardstock instead of building it straight onto white, because I want to save some of that white cardstock. I don't know about where you're at, but where I'm at, cardstock is a little bit challenging to get our hands on right now, and so I'm trying to make sure I don't run out of white totally. And so this way I will use it both for my strips. I will also be able to use it for matting my pictures. As you see, I just cut those extra pieces down to squares. So I'm going to end up with about a 2.5 inch white strip on the outsides, and then a 2.5 inch strip in the middle with my red, and then fill it in with the polka dots. So all that comes together to make some really cool stripes, but also some bold colors, but the white helps to not make it overwhelming for the eye. And I mean, I just love that red, that shade, and you'll see in a minute the pictures my son is wearing. He's wearing a red shirt, so it's perfect. So I'm getting those on there, and at this point I'm still thinking, oh, I'm going to go vertical, but I'm going to change my mind here momentarily. So one of the beautiful things about a sketch is you can flip it. You can turn it 90 degrees, 180 degrees, whatever you want. And so that is what I'm doing in this case, which means I am going to stray away from the sketch pretty heavily, although I think if you're looking at the sketch, you'll see that it's still working. So I've got my two pictures, and I'm not going to stack those up the same way the sketch calls for at this point. I am going to put them still horizontally across, and I'm just kind of playing with them, the placement of them, whether I want them off kilter a little bit. Do I want them straight? Do I want them side by side? What do I want to do? So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my circle, and I am going to build it so that it looks like a sunshine. So I took a triangle punch and just punched some more out in the yellow. And I'm just going to go all the way around the parts where it will show and put little sun rays on there. Really simple, easy way to make a circle look different, and really just add a bright, cheery feel to a layout. Every time I have looked at this layout sitting on my desk, I'm just like, oh, I love it. It just really adds something special to it. The punch that I'm using is a Marby Ukaida punch, and it doesn't really matter. It looks like a banner, triangle, anything you can find that would look like that will work just great. Or of course you can use metal dies or a die cutting machine to make it happen as well. And you can see already how much that is adding to the base of my layout. Next up, I'm going to do my embellishing and my title work. So the embellishments that are in this collection are kind of, I guess I would say random is the best word for them. They're super cute, but random. So figuring out what was going to work here for me was a little bit of a challenge. And as you can see, I'm still really debating the placement of my pictures. I just could not seem to settle. I think I picked those up and put them back down at least 10 times. So I am just, the sun adds to it, and that helps it helped me determine the placement a little bit more, because it's rigid, sharp lines just helped me kind of figure out a little bit more the direction I was going, but I still struggled for whatever reason. I'm not exactly sure why. So now you can see I'm kind of settling at this point, and we'll see if I pull them back up again. And then I'm just going to attempt to create at least some framing of the pictures so that they pop up a little bit. And I added that little plant there. I'm going to add this little heart. These are a combination of stickers and ephemera. And so I am both going to, obviously stick them down flat or pop them up with some 3D foam adhesive as I want. Now, another thing you're going to see right now is I'm going to go ahead and outline some parts of this because it just looks like it needs it. And that will sharpen everything up a bit more as well. Now off camera, I added a few more details off to the left of the picture, and then I am going to build out my title, and I'm going to kind of base it on the movie Elf, where he says smiling is my favorite. So I'm going to say your smiles are my favorite. And I'm going to just use some letter stickers from Simple Stories that I had in my stash. Again, played with those letter stickers a lot. You can see the final picture at the end, how they ended up looking. But my goodness, I went back and forth on how I wanted those to land, how I wanted the enamel dots to land, just going back and forth. Definitely struggled a bit with placement on this layout. Now, all that said, I love the end result. So here it is, and thanks for stopping by today, and we'll see you again next time.